In this problem, you have a triangle with side lengths of 67, 41, and an angle between them of 61 degrees, and we need to use that to solve for how long side x is. So whenever you see an angle, whenever you have an angle and you have two sides right next to it that are all given to you, that's an indication that the law of cosines is the formula you want. So let me write down the law of cosines. It states that if you have c squared, that's equal to a squared plus b squared minus 2ab times the cosine of angle c. So what are ABC and angle c? Start with angle C first. There's only one angle given in this problem, and that's 61 degrees. Therefore, that is C. And then now, if you know that 61 is angle C, the side that is opposite to the angle has to be side length of C. So in other words, x is just C in the law of cosines, side C. And then A and B are always defined as the sides that are right next to the angle that you have defined as angle C. So therefore, 67 and 41 are A and B. Now, all we need to do is just fill in the numbers and solve for x. So I'm just going to erase all this and fill it in. So c squared, well, we said that side c is just side x. So we have x squared. And then a squared is just 67 squared. B squared is just 41 squared. Minus 2 times a times b, which are 67 and 41. And times the cosine of the angle, which is 61 degrees. Now, just take out a calculator and start computing this. So 67 squared is 4,489. 41 squared is 1,681, and then minus, if you do 2 times 67 times 41 first, that ends up being 5,494, and then all that times cosine of 61, which if you put that into a calculator, you should get 0.485. Then now let me just erase all of this up here, and then just continue to solve, or continue to simplify this. So 4,489 plus 1,681, that's equal to 6,170, minus, if you do 5,494 times 0.485, that ends up being 2,663. And what is this equal to? We said it was equal to x squared. So now let me just erase all this at the bottom. And now if you do 6170 minus 2663, you should get that it is equal to 3,500 or 3,506. And then now to solve for x, just take the square root of both sides. The square cancels out the square root, and you get that side length x is equal to the square root of 3,506, and that is roughly 59.21. And that is our answer. So x is just 59.21. Let me just rewrite this and put down 59.21 for this side right over here. And we're done.